What's up, guys? This is Mike back at with another video. So today we are talking about the Mongoose Grit, the budget Walmart bike, right? So as you can see, a couple YouTubers like Kev Central already did the main review straight out of the box, and my views are right in line with his. It's a pretty epic bike for the price that you're getting it for, straight out of the box. And I will say that taking it on its maiden voyage for 20 miles was a dream. For the price of it, it was a dream. Needless to say, I found out a lot of upgrading needed to be done, and also I wanted a proper gravel bike. So I went ahead and I built up the Mongoose Grit. So here you go, feast your eyes on this baby. So right here, as you can see, this is not the Mongoose Grit that you buy from Walmart. So there's only things that are stock on it are the handlebars, the frame, and the seat post and the seat post clamp. Those are literally the only things stock on this bike. There's a brand new wheel set from Corki. It's an 11 spool, can actually cater up to a 12 speed. It's got like, I forget the POE or whatever it is, but grabs instantly. There's no lag when pedaling. But let me go over this. So you guys can see, I got a carbon fork on this beast. And then I went with the Sensah SRX Pro 1x11 drivetrain. And of course, I'm running a 42 oval tooth chainring, the IXF cranks with Crank Brothers, not Crank Brothers, my bad. Rock Bros, what do they call them? Touring pedals, essentially. Of course, it's the whole group set. So you got the Sensah clutch derailleur back there, 1x11. Thing shifts like a dream. Literally, I got a road bike over there with the Shimano Sora. It's way better than the Shimano Sora. So it's probably equivalent. I want to say it's SRAM compatible, but I don't really know SRAM's products too well because I'm mostly a Shimano guy. But I would say I think it's the S105. It's pretty comparable to. But as you can see, even got X-Tex brakes on there. I mean, they're a dream. They're not bad. Yeah, they're China brakes, whatever. Everything basically on this bike is China. But that road bike that you just saw, literally nothing on that's China. It's all high end. That bike was about a nice $1,200 when I first got the road bike. This feels way better than that $1,200 road bike, you know? But besides that, we went ahead, we got the Toseek fork. It has some flex in it, which is actually kind of good for gravel. I took it on some single tracks. It's a beast. I definitely recommend that. I forget these. What are these? These are the Krumbein tubeless ready gum wall. Man, I cannot think today. My brain is just fired, like flame, man. But that's cool. Gravel tires. Okay, so these are pretty aggressive gravel tires. I got these because I ride single track with this thing too. I don't segregate with that. Of course, a Road NATO seat. That thing is probably the most comfortable seat I've ever used. I literally bought like 3 of them for my other bikes. So they're gone. Went with a 17-degree Hansen stem. I got one of these on my actual mountain bike. It's like 31 millimeter short on my enduro bike. So that's pretty sweet. I went with the Morocco headset, of course, because I went sealed, so I was like, you know what, the Morocco is pretty good. Of course, still got the same cable housing and stuff. Just ended up lubing them and all that. But other than that, running a 29er wheel set on here. I went with like a skinny wheel set though, so like the inner diameter is 19 millimeters and the outer diameter is 21 to 22 millimeters. So they're perfect for running gravel tires on them. And these are set up tubeless and everything. Of course, not really much else to talk about on this bike, but other than that, this bike is epic, man. Like, we're talking about, this is a legit gravel bike now. This is probably my favorite bike. This is now my indoor trainer bike. It's always been my indoor trainer bike, but that's permanently retired for indoor training, and I'll replace parts as they go just for indoor training. But this, man, this is going on some tours and everything. That fork took so much weight off of it. This bike roughly is around 27.5 pounds. I think out of the box, it's like somewhere around like 30, 31 or something like that. But just replacing that carbon fork to a carbon fork literally took off 3 pounds instantly. And of course, when you slap a 1x chain on there, you get rid of a lot of components and all that stuff. But this is pretty sweet. I highly recommend getting the Sensah SRX Pro versus, I saw some others out there. If you want to go the route of going microshift, microshift's got a 10-speed, but I'm not about that whole cable sticking out here. Of course, I got to do some cable management and all that here. But just so you get like a POV of like what it would look like staring down the bars. And those flared bars are pretty dope, you know. But other than that, like it's sweet. I really got nothing but positive things to say about that. I have fully built up this bike, and this bike is beastly. Like, I just cannot say anything negative about it because this is what I wanted in a gravel bike. And this is why I can never buy a bike or a car or anything without modding it, because I'm obsessed with modding things. But yeah, essentially we can call this the Mongoose / China gravel bike build. But you want to know what? This is up there, man. If you like this video, go ahead, like and subscribe. There's more. I don't really post my builds because this is more of like an enjoyment thing that I just like distress, you know. And it's like, you know, this is like my zen when I build a bike. It's great. But the paint job on the Mongoose Grit frame is so nice. I ceramic coated this though. So of course this is like shit showing my chandelier up there and all that. But this is a teal and I'm trying to get all of it. But yeah, you're gonna need some frame protection, even if you don't mod this bike. So one thing I forgot to do, and I just literally took packing tape for now. Look at that, the cable rub, man. When you're riding, like, I live in North Carolina, so the trails here, when they're dry, it's like sandpaper. The dirt is literally like sandpaper. So it rubbed the frame. I'm gonna contact Mongoose, see if I can get some touch-up paint, because this is literally such a great paint job. This is probably the only bike besides my road bike that I've never repainted because I hated the color of it. I love the color of this. And it's Mongoose. Mongoose is back to building legit mountain bikes. They're back to building their legit their BMX bikes. Mongoose is back from the 90s, man. And they're back in real time, and this frame is legit. No vibrations through this frame. And you just go for it. Literally, if you're into building bikes and you want a proper frame, just spend the money on Walmart and just buy it for the frame, because that's cheaper than buying a frame anyways. And you get a whole bike that you can ride. But other than that, put some comments down below if you have any questions about the parts I rode. This bike, the frame has 40 miles on it. Everything right here that you see only has 20 miles on it. I torqued everything down when I first built it, so nothing shook loose or anything like that. So it's still all good. Of course, I checked it and everything. But yeah, if you have any questions, go ahead and go. I'll go over everything that I have on there. Like I said, I have the Sensah SRX Pro group set. It comes with the shifters, of course, and the brakes, well, which you call them the hoods, you know. And then of course you got it comes with the derailleur. So that's basically all it comes with. It was around $200 or something like that. I ended up going with a Sunrace 11 to 50 tooth 11 speed cassette. I run that on my mountain bike, no issues. It's a dream, man. Of course, this is a Deca's. Like I said, this is 40 tooth 104 BCD crank. Sprocket. It's oval chainring, of course, and then you got the IXF cranks. Just standard carbon fiber bottle cages, you know, pretty dope, lightweight. Like I said, I got the Toseek carbon fork. It's got a carbon steer tube too. Like I said, we'll go over the review fully of that one. I'm gonna end up doing an update on that because who knows about these Chinese carbon? I mean, carbon is carbon. It's fragile if you hit it in the wrong spot. Excuse me. I got carbon fiber all over my car. I got a carbon fiber STI wing on my WRX and everything. And let's just say if a rock hits that thing, it's probably going to chip. Maybe chip the clear coat, maybe start cracking. But you repair carbon fiber. But these are just Chinese carbon forks. We'll update them in a month, see how they're doing, see if flex gets worse, see if the steer tubes have any cracks on it and all that. But But basically, other than that, she's done. There is nothing else I want to do on this bike. I went ahead, I bought the bike. When I got the bike, I put all the parts that I wanted in my shopping cart and bam, ordered it. And literally, now I've got a proper gravel bike. This thing is not going anywhere and no changes are being done to it. If anything, I might cut this down more. Not essentially kind of slam it because I like the look of it, but also with the flares, it's a lot easier to get down into the drop position because of the flare. I found out on the road bike, my road bike is literally straight. So like literally you have to get down in there and really, I guess more aerodynamic, it makes sense, I guess. But that's all I have for right now. Thanks for my really makeshift video and hearing a kid in the background and everything. Like I said, if you like it, like and subscribe. There's more to come. Like I said, I have nothing negative to say about this bike. It's a dream when it's built up. Mongoose knew what they were doing, and they knew this whole Walmart bike stuff that was going on, that people enjoy modding bikes. So I'm sure they had that in mind with this. But you cannot buy this in stores. You can only buy this online. Or you can go right on Mongoose and purchase it straight from them. But that's all I have to say about that. Like and subscribe again. See you in the next video.